Shalom Rastafari, brothers and sisters. I hope everyone's doing really well, whole, healthy, and happy in the Mashiach, Yahushua HaMoshiach. I just found this because we did a search, which we haven't done for a while. Like typing into search engine Rastafarian Australia or Rastafarianism Australia, because I are in a extreme minority in this continent, the Great Southern Land, which I now like to refer to as the Great Southern Spiritual Desert. But anyway, so there was something in here on Friday, March 15th this year, which I missed. Apparently some Rastafarians, so-called Rastafarians, told a court judge in Western Australia that they were growing 100 cannabis plants for the personal use of herself and her partner, who smoke apparently 10 to 12 joints a day because they view the drug as a sacrament from God, okay? Right? So Alan Richard Simpson, 47, and Adriana Mary Millia, 45, are on trial, probably still on trial, I'm not sure, we'll check this up, for possessing and cultivating the drugs on a property near Albany with intent to supply or sell, alright? Albany is a very rural area in WA. Melia yesterday told the Albany District Court she needed the large crop because she and her partner each smoke 50 to 80 grams of cannabis a week as part of the Rastafarian faith. Okay. She told the court she and her partner were trying to stockpile large quantities of the drug, so-called drug, prior to a planned move to Albany suburbs. The prosecution told the court Melia's comments were a lie and that the couple planned to cash in by selling the drug, alright? So I just wanted to flag this up because we are Australian, and as yet there is absolutely no sign that the government of this country is going to change their the legal status of this herb. So we wanted to basically make a comment on behalf of I Rastafari worldwide. First off, Alan and Adriana are basically invoking a religious right. Okay, now it's pretty obvious to I that no two people could be smoking 50 to 80 grams of cannabis in a 1 week. I don't know what I smoking, but it's not possible really for us to get through that much. So the point here is that they're invoking a religious right that doesn't belong to them, unless they really are genuine. So the West Australian court, I don't know what they've decided yet, but we're going to try and follow this story because it's pretty interesting. The decision of this court is basically going to be set a precedent for what I are going to be able to do in the Australian continent from here on out, because they claim to have religious freedom, but in this sense it's really going to be a test. Right? The proof of the pudding's in the eating. So if there are any Australians out here that have seen this news article here, basically there is no sacrament from God, although everything comes from God. We're talking about Jah Rastafari, and they haven't said a sacrament from God, a sacrament from Jah. Okay, it's a sacrament too. Anyway, so we're gonna follow this, and I don't know what else I can say about this really. Only that it is I right to use any herb as a sacrament, and it's not a drug because it hasn't been processed chemically, it hasn't been manufactured, okay? So, depending on the precedent that this particular judge sets in that state, I know I'm going to consider possibly our own rights and how we can stand up for them. So, shalom, and be healthy and happy. Until next time.